It's nice being here. I really like being here. I've been living in the South for a few years now, but I actually am originally from Montana. Yeah, that's the usual reaction to that information. I'm sorry, what's that?
Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies. That's the thing. Is that either nobody has ever even heard of Montana, or people know way too much about my hometown that it's like scary. There's always like everyone's like I'll tell them I'm from Montana, and they're just like, man, I forgot that was even a place. And then I'll tell them, there'll be one person that'll be like, you're from Missoula, Montana, right? I think I recognize you from over there. Back up. This is freaking me out a little bit, bud. No, it's fun. I love living down here. My family, they're still up in Montana, though. I check in on them every week or so, just to see how everything's going. I give them a call. I can tell, though, that my mom is like watching the news while we're on the phone, because we're having a nice conversation about how our week is going, and then she just out of nowhere hits me with, John, you need to be careful. Fentanyl is everywhere these days. Werewolves roam the streets, everything is on fire. It's like, where do you think I moved to? It's also hard to explain to my parents not to worry about, because I don't get into any of the weird stuff. I don't even really drink much, because like I have 3 beers and then the rest of my week is just ruined. Like, I'm a 28-year-old man, but I don't get the hangovers of a 53-year-old dude just fresh off his second divorce. Like, I'll wake up at 1 p.m. just racked with pain, like, ooh. Like I sound like a ghost that's haunting my own apartment. And I am taking mental note of some of the blank stares in the room right now. Did I lose you when I said I'm 28? Yeah, everybody in the crowd was just like, that 40-year-old man just lied to us. He thinks we don't know what's going on over here. Thinks he could just slip that one under the radar? It's like, I understand it looks like me and Sean Hughes went to high school together. It's not lost on me. In fact, I wish I was 40 and just told people I'm 28. That's something that's a lot easier to wrap your head around than being a 28-year-old that looks like he's 40. I have some explaining to do. The only thing I can come up with is like, I don't know, I'm Irish. Our people have been cursed for like 1,000 years. There's probably a photo of me, the first Irish at Ellis Island. It's just like one of those really creepy historical photos. Man, if you think that's bad, when I first started doing comedy, I would do like this fun little game for the crowd. It would be like it's like a celebrity guessing game. I'd ask people out there, it's like, hey, what celebrity do you think I look like? And then I learned pretty quickly to stop doing that. I wasn't really a fan of the answers I was getting from people. The best one I ever got was somebody being like, you look like the sheriff from Stranger Things. And then ended in season 4 where he was jacked. It was like season 1 where he's just like somebody's uncle. Just like hanging out. I sat in a crowd one time and a lady looked me right in the eyes and without blinking, she's like, you look like Shrek. I said, what did you just say to me? She's like, no, you remember in Shrek 2 where he like becomes a person? It's like, that's not any better. He was still an ogre. I'm pretty sure the one that hurt the most is that when I moved down here, all my comedian buddies, they wasted no time in telling me that I look like the alien from the original Men in Black movie. Yeah, y'all remember Edgar? The pesticide guy, just kind of hanging out. So now whenever I go to hang out with them, they're just like, come on, dude, come on, do the impression. It's like, oh. For sure. I really hate how well that joke does. I've been doing it all over the country now. The North, the South, it seems like everybody agrees. So far it seems like the only person that disagrees with that is my mom. And I think she's just being nice because I told my dad that joke and he was like, it's like, yeah, that's real funny, Dad. We look just like each other. You are my biological father. It's not too much of a disparity here. That's tough too when you hear that about yourself. It kind of messes with your head. You're like, oh, is that just how people see me in my like day-to-day experience? Like when I walk into a bank, all people can see is just like, I'd like to make a deposit. You know?